So you've had a lot of big projects in recent years. My team has talked to you a lot of times over the phone and at junkets, but you and I met 7 years ago on a boat. I'm trying to think if you can remember when this was.
On a boat.
Down under?
Down under?
You were shooting second unit on the Wolverine.
Oh,
and we took
okay.
a boat
And
to
you
set.
guys, yes.
Yeah, and there was like a small group of us.
Yeah.
But you told the most amazing stories about being a stunt double, doing stunt coordination. We talked about Hansel and Gretel. And then we saw you shoot a night shoot with Hugh Jackman doing amazing things with ninjas. And I thought, this guy should get his own superhero movie. And I thought, maybe he should do Gambit. And then, of course, you got Deadpool 2.
Oh, that's
crazy. And then we got this. So that's all to say. Congratulations. It's very well deserved.
Thank you. And by the way, I love that film, and I wish more people saw the extended cut of that ninja stuff, because we did some really great. We were driving motorcycles on roofs and like.
And Hugh threw a motorcycle at someone.
I know. It was a great sequence, but
it made it to the Unleashed edition. But yes, but here we are, the task at hand. At McLaren HQ, and today I got to drive the 720S, one of the hero cars in the vehicle, which is still blowing my mind. I wanted to ask you, what made that the right car for Jason Statham's Deckard Shaw character?
Jason had a lot to say about his character, and I think there was only one car that came out of his mouth, pretty much. Let's be honest. He was like, it's a McLaren or I'm not doing the movie. And we're like, really? Like, where are we getting, what if we don't get product placement or whatever? And he's like, I don't care. It's a McLaren. But that also helped us. I think when we came here, Jason came with us, and he was a great advocate, and he spoke to the McLaren team, and they were all like, they had a love fest. He loves their product, and they were really fans of him, and it was helpful to have him be such a super fan of the product that we could,
and with that vehicle,
get them on board.
And with that vehicle specifically, we see some pretty wild action sequences. How do you balance upping the action over the many previous Fast and Furious films, but not going too far where the audience will check out because it gets too crazy?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It is hard, but we did sort of swing for the fences here. I mean, I think we went pretty crazy. You're allowed to defy physics in the fast world, and I always wonder, like, how far is too far in Fast with the stuff that they're doing. I mean, when Dwayne is like redirecting a Tomahawk missile, it's a little bit like, okay.
Great scene though.
You can do it's awesome, right? I mean, you go there for some of this sort of heightened reality, and that's what we love about it, because no other franchise does it. And so this is what Fast is, and we try to embrace it.
And there's some pretty wild tech in this film, certainly with the antagonists, which are headquartered here. I was going to ask you, like, are you able to speak to when this movie takes place? Is it present day, or could it be a little bit in the future?
No, it's present day. In my mind. I mean, but I don't think we had it set date, and I think when you speak to technology in terms of Brixton, his augmentation doesn't feel, for me, necessarily so far in the future. I mean, having augmented reality or next generation prosthetics, things that are actually making people better and faster and stronger, like, we're not far off.
I heard you, I think, on a podcast talk about the reason Luke Evans' Owen Shaw is not in this film is because there's a lot of characters already. We're introducing Hattie. What do you think Owen is up to during the events of this film? Are you able to speak to that?
No, I don't know. I mean, I think I did not write. I didn't have a backstory in mind for Owen's character when where he was, but I'm sure he's doing something in Shaw's universe with Queenie, and he could arise at any time in this world, for sure.
With Queenie and Hattie and Owen and Deckard.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's enough there to do a Shaw movie and do a Hobbs movie. Like, we really sort of laid the groundwork for however they wanted to take this franchise, to put them back together, sprinkle characters all over.
For sure. I have some quick fire questions from fans, if you don't mind. You worked on Tron Legacy as a stunt coordinator. Can you make Tron 3 happen?
I will try. I'll call.
I was looking into your production company, 87 in North, and I know you guys are doing the John Wick spin-off show. Do you think something like that would work for the Fast and Furious franchise, like a TV series? Yeah,
I think that they should look into it. Again, like, there's such a great number of characters in the Fast universe, but now with Hobbs and Shaw, like, could you imagine Madame M, Isa Gonzalez's character, having a TV show with her group of female assassins? It'd be amazing.
We talked about you have a rich history with rated R action films. Certainly it's been massively successful with John Wick, with Deadpool 2 was a big hit. And now, of course, Joker is breaking world records for R ratings. Do you think Deadpool 3 is a must now for rated R?
Yeah, I mean, look, I know that was controversial when I said it. All I was saying is that Deadpool is so resilient that it can be anything it wants to be.
Sure.
That's what's so beautiful about it. And when I said it was like, PG-13 was a possibility, that's because I believe in the possibility of Deadpool being anything. It's
Sure. And you
such a
just
magical,
proved it, yeah.
it's such a magical world. So yes, but yeah, would I want it R? Absolutely. It's more fun. So yeah.
My last question then for your production company, 87
Yeah.
North, which I'm very excited about. And
Thank you.
reading into it, and there's, of course, you're going to do more action franchises and not launch new IPs, but I understand you want to branch out into other commercial, maybe other genre work as well. Is there something you want to do specifically you haven't been able to explore yet? Like whether it's a genre or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would love to do a horror movie. And, you know, it's just finding the fresh idea. And like when we settle on it, like that would be a great experience and really fun. I love
I'm
them.
in for that. I'm in for
Yeah,
that.
be
All right.
cool.
Awesome. Thank you for your time.
With
I
great
appreciate
fight
it.
scenes.
Yes, of course. Rated R.
Rated R.